cap and his checkered tie. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
In the comfort measure.
Aficionados
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panoramas. He likes to impersonate Walker.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and today I'm going to be doing another book review, and this time for a topic that's a little closer to home on this channel, and that would be My Little Pony. We actually have not one, but two books to look at today, both from the very same company, Little Brown Books. A lot of people probably know them as the company that gave us the Elements of Harmony book, which is a phenomenal book, and I actually have sitting on my shelf over there, and I've read it, I love it. And today we're going to be talking about the spiritual successor to that book. It's very similar in spirit, especially with the cover. We have The Journal of the Two Sisters, which is actually written by one of the writers of the show, Amy Keating Rogers. But not only are we going to talk about that, we're also going to be talking about this massive 40 poster book. It's a collectible poster book, and as it says, it has 40 posters inside, and this thing is really cool, but we're going to talk about that in a bit. First, we're going to start with The Journal of the Two Sisters. So like I said, with the artwork and just the way the book is represented, it's very similar to the Elements of Harmony, but however, it's a fraction of the size. It's actually a lot smaller than the Elements of Harmony because this is a true book. It's actually got chapters, essentially, and anyone who watches the show knows the significance of the Journal of the Two Sisters, which is, well, it's a journal, and Celestia and Luna wrote in it from their beginning to becoming princesses of Equestria to the future, and then if you follow the series later on, you know that eventually the main six start writing into the journal and start filling in with their information and, you know, their day-to-day lives, and it's beautifully done. It's actually written in character, and, you know, kudos to Amy Keating Rogers for understanding how to write it in character. Every time I read it, I don't think like somebody wrote it. I feel like the characters wrote the book. It's very well put together, and they go so far as to give the characters different handwriting for the different chapters, so you know who's writing this entry and what they're talking about, and it's written from their perspective, so you truly believe that Celestia and Luna, and then eventually the main six, are actually writing this book. So special kudos again to Amy Keating Rogers. She really knew how to do this, and I don't know if she's written books before, but if she hasn't, she should definitely write more. Maybe she can write some original stuff, because I know a lot of writers from My Little Pony are actually diving into writing original stories. M.A. Larson actually has a book coming out very soon that I cannot wait to check out, and maybe I'll review it on the channel, I don't know. So overall, if you love the Elements of Harmony book, there is no denying you must pick this up. It's a great book. It's a must-have for all fans because of just how well produced it is. I thought it would just be a silly little book for a cash-in or whatever, and I've learned to never expect that anymore with this fandom, is that they produce high-quality things, and this book is no exception. It's fantastic. I guarantee you, if you pick this up, you're going to be engrossed with it, you're going to love it, and it's a must-have for fans of the series specifically because you get a little more information on the series that they didn't really dive too much into in the new season, so it's really nice to have a bit of a companion novel of sorts to answer some of those questions and to get a better idea of Celestia and Luna's past and their history. It's just great. It's a must-have for all fans of the show. And now we've come to the coolest thing I can definitely say is the poster book. Now, this is a massive book, so much so I can't fit it on any of my shelves. I actually had it leaned up against this shelf that I have here full of my My Little Pony and Godzilla merchandise, so I gotta find a place to put this because of its massive size. This isn't really a book in the traditional sense because really it's just a collection of posters, but the cool thing is they're posters that can be easily removed, and there are tons of them. Like it says, there's 40 different posters, all of them of which are really, really cool. I thought they were just going to be generic vector images that you see online, but no, these are fantastic, in fact, beautiful posters. A lot of them are actually recreations of posters that were actually in the series. Like we have the Madam Pinkie Pie poster. One example, we actually have recreations of magazines and props. Like we actually have a recreation of one of the magazines that Fluttershy did a photo shoot of for the Green Isn't Your Color episode. It's just a fantastic collection of posters. My only complaint I would have is that because it's 40 posters, which is a lot, but the biggest problem is you have to be very choosy if you want to remove these and put them up on your wall because they are double-sided, so instead of having separate pages, it's poster side to side. So if there's a poster you like and there's a poster you like on the other side as well, that can pose a bit of a problem because you'll have to choose which side you want to have, which is a little disappointing because there are actually a couple posters in here that I wanted to hang up but can't because they're double-sided and I can't choose which one I'd rather have hung up. So that's a bit disappointing. So if there's only a few posters in this book that you really want to hang up and somehow they're not double-sided with another poster you really want to hang up, I guess there's nothing wrong there, but it's a little disappointing because there are some that I did want to hang up, but because they're double-sided and have the other one that I really wanted to put up on the other side, and it can become very frustrating, and I decided to just overall keep them in the book. So that's all I have to say about the Journal of the Two Sisters by Amy Keating Rogers and the My Little Pony collectible posters book. Highly recommend them to all fans of all ages, really. Like, even though this may look like a silly childish book, it's absolutely not. It's beautiful artwork. It's a must-have for all fans of any age, and I agree, and I can't express that enough. If you are a brony or just a fan of the series in general, you should probably check out these books, more so the Journal of the Two Sisters for continuity and just love of the show in general. It's a great companion piece, much like the comic book series that IDW's been doing, so it's a must-have for people like that. The book is just more for collectors, people who want to have some cool little posters to show their fandom pride, I suppose, but it's still a really cool book. But don't buy it thinking that it's a book of traditional sense. It's just a poster book with posters that you can remove very easily and hang up just as easily. So that's really all it is. It's just for diehard fans and collectors. So that's really all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Hey, guess what? The video you just watched is over. So if you like what you saw, then definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be extra generous, you can go and support my channel on Patreon. Anyone who donates $1 or more gets their name at the end of the credits. And if you want to keep up to date with all my upcoming projects, you can go and like my page on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Thanks again for watching, and if you're extra bored, you can watch all these other videos that I also made. I guarantee you, you will like them.